What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming back and checking out this channel. On today's video, we're finally going to be installing the 4-piston head onto the K24 block right behind me here. So yeah, I ended up doing off camera a little bit of cleaning of the mating surfaces that we're going to be that we were going to have to add Honda bond to, like the timing chain cover, the oil pan, and the block as well. So yeah, hopefully in this video I'll be able to cram it all in, installing the head, torquing the head, installing the timing chain, the guides, all of that jazz. So I would appreciate it if you guys like the video, or you like my content I've been dishing out. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and let's get into this.
On that beat, going crazy.
Alright guys, so we're going to start off by, I ended up already mocking the head up onto the block. So I'm going to start putting all the flat washers on the head studs here. And then we're going to torque this. We're going to torque this down in 3 stages. I'm going to do it 50, 75, and then I'm going to top it off with 90. Doing 15 minutes in between each torque setting. So yeah, let me put all these washers in, and then start putting the bolts down, and then we'll get back up when I start ready to torque these down. Yeah, when you guys are putting these nuts on here, make sure you tighten them down hand tight first. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hand tight bottom them all out as much as I can. Then I'm gonna use the gun to torque them down a bit, but not too much. Leave the torque spec down to the torque wrench. So yeah, I'm just gonna help me do things a little quicker. I'm gonna use the gun, but yeah, just don't go crazy on it. I'll put a picture somewhere on the screen here with the torque sequence. You can find this online. I ended up just Googling it, and yeah, it came up. So That was 50 foot-pounds. We're gonna let it sit for 15 minutes and then go to 75 foot-pounds. All right, guys, so we allowed the head to sit for 15 minutes. Now we're gonna torque it down to 75 foot-pounds in the same sequence. So. All right, guys, this is the final step. Now we're gonna hit it up with 90 foot-pounds. Sure. Alright guys, so now we're going to just install the lost motion sensors and the rocker assembly.
On that beat, going crazy.
Now that the lost motion springs are on, now we're gonna come and install the rocker assembly. To install the rocker assembly, just take a quick look inside the head, make sure there's no dirt, debris. Come with an air compressor, blow off any dust or dirt that may be inside the head, and that before you install the rocker assembly. So I'm gonna grab the rocker assembly now and then put it onto the motor.
On that beat, going crazy.
Alright, the rocker assembly is on. I ended up having to resort to zip tying all the whole rocker assembly together. Magnets were just not working for me. Every time I tried to put it in, the whole rockers would fall and land on behind the valve springs, and yeah, it was a headache. So I ended up zip tying them together. Now all I gotta do is I'm gonna cut them up. I'm gonna grab the new DRAG CARTEL cams, swap the 50-degree VTC cam gear onto the new cam, and then start putting the cam caps on with the new cams. Stay tuned, give me a second. That's sure a waste of a zip tie, but yeah, I do it. All right, so now what we're gonna do now, we're gonna grab the RBC cam gear, swap it over into the DRAG CARTELs. Just this one, because I ended up putting the lightweight cam gear, the one off the Accord, I believe. I don't know if you can see. I ended up swapping this one onto the DRAG CARTEL. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab this one, swap it over onto the new cam gear, or to the new cam, and then install these DRAG CARTELs onto the head. Alright, so the way you're gonna install this cam gear, I don't know if you see that little opening up there, and on the cam, this has a little nipple. You're just gonna stick it out. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna line these two up and shove it right in the cam gear until it bottoms out, and then just put the bolt on it and torque this to, I believe, 83 foot-pounds. Give me a second, let me do that now. All right, guys, I hope that's a better view for you guys. So, yeah, we're gonna install the cams now. Set this around. Yeah, don't cheap out on the assembly lube, man. It's very important. Alright, so we're going to start off installing the intake. If you ever get confused and when you take these off, always know the RBC cam gear always goes on the intake. If on the cam itself, on these CARTELs, it'll say, I don't know if you guys could see that, but it says IN, that stands for intake, and then on the other side, on the other one, it'll say EX for exhaust. So yeah, you're just gonna install these cams in, and then just give them a turn wherever they sit the flattest. Then you could start installing the cam caps. I'm out there. Let me grab the other one. About there. Give me a second. I don't know if you guys get everything in the picture. There we go. That's better. Now I'm gonna grab all the cam caps and start installing the cam caps. These cam caps are numbered, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1 always starting closest to the timing side. That's 1. Then the next one over 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. So. Clean. got a rag to give these a quick wipe down.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Last one. Oh, another note, as you can see on here, how it says number 5. On here on the rocker assembly, they got matching numbers, you know, 1 through 5 as well. So you could just match the cam cap with the number that's on the rocker assembly, and that way you could, you know, won't get lost neither. All right, the cam caps are on. So. Alright, so yeah, so I'm gonna start screwing them with the gun, and then once everything's nice and tight down, I'll start torquing them down. These cam caps, you torque them down to 16 foot-pounds. So start at the middle, and the same as the head studs, middle, to the right, left, in an X pattern. No, I'm just like that way. This one. Alright guys, I'm gonna kick it old school. I'm gonna use this old Craftsman's torque wrench, the needle driven torque wrench. So this is only 16 foot-pounds, so yeah, shouldn't be that difficult. I'm gonna do them like I did in the head studs. So work my way with these, then move over to the left, then to the right, back and forth until all of this is torqued down. I'm gonna be here for a minute. That should be all of them. Alright guys, so the cams are now torqued down. Good thing I got these cams used, so I don't gotta torque the post plates. All I gotta do is torque the cam gears. So the intake and exhaust, that's a 83 and 53, I believe. Let me see. No, 51 exhaust, 83 intake. So yeah, I'm gonna torque the cams now, and that's it. I'm gonna lock them in place and then torque them down. Give me a second. All right, so we're gonna start torquing down the intake and exhaust. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lock the cams in the back on the post plate side, and then once they're locked in, I'm gonna torque this to 83 and then to 51 the exhaust. Just like that, they're locked in. Get you the picture, and I'm gonna torque these down. 83 foot-pounds. That's it. Now the intake and exhaust are both torqued down. Now we're gonna start doing the timing. All right guys, so yeah, these are the parts that we're gonna be installing. We got the guides, the chain, the upper guide on top of the cam cap, and then all the DRAG CARTEL goodies. This little gasket here, it's for the timing chain cover. It's the only gasket that's on that timing chain cover that goes right here. I suggest buy it new. There's a part number. So yeah, I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod and start putting this motor in timing. Give me a second. First things first, I like installing the chain guide. So let's get that on. Just gonna keep everything loose until the timing chain is on, and then you torque everything back down. One. So, when you're doing a 24, a full 24, not a 24-20, but even so, still the same. That is the guide you're gonna be using. Get out of there. That one right there, that's the part number. And then this is the other side. Boom. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I see brand spanking new parts, it just feels so good. Some people are into sneakers, others are into clothes. I'm into parts. Whenever I can appreciate a brand spanking new part. I don't know if you guys are the same, man. If you guys are, comment down below. You know, if parts give you a woody. That's it. That's it. That's all she wrote. Now that this side is on, I'm gonna take the bolts that I had here for the tensioner. I'm gonna set them aside. Oh boy, so now we're gonna install the chain. That's the part number for the chain. There you go. All right, so this chain does have the gold links. There's some that have gold links. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Others have black. That old timing chain that I pulled off had the black link. So yeah, you're gonna have two side by side and then one all the way at the bottom. That one is to line up the lower crankcase dot. You're gonna line it up to the dot down at the bottom. So what you do is you grab these two links right here and put the dot of the cam gear on right in the middle, in between both links. And then the same for the lower link as well. Ah, crap, this one's in the way. There we go. Just like that. You got top dead center, down at the bottom. So the way you do this, there's an arrow on the crankcase here, on the little sprocket. Line the arrow with the arrow that's on the block, and then make sure that these two little dashes right here are lined up and the two dots are facing up. That way you'll know you're at top dead center. Let's see how this turns out. I guess they ended up putting a rubber band over the thumbtack because these things are infamous for falling off. But hopefully that's not going to be the case with me. All right. Alright guys, now you just gotta release the pin and you're good. Damn, it's got so much tension. Dots still lined up, so there you go. She's in timing. So the cam's up top. Let me see if I can get you a better. Give me a second. As you guys see, arrows are pointing up. These two lines are right there. That. The two dots, one and then two, and then down at the bottom you're gonna see a dot as well. My camera's not gonna pick that up, but I don't know if you could see the that arrow right there, and you line it up to that arrow that's right there on that sprocket. So, all right, so now we're gonna install the DRAG CARTEL lower chain. Yeah, the lower chain guide. This is meant to help the chain not jump, you know, or skip teeth. It's supposed to prevent that. So yeah, we're gonna be installing that. This comes with two bolts. One's longer than the other. The longer one goes on top. The shorter one goes down at the bottom. I ended up putting them reverse because the last one, if you guys remember, this had a cheap eBay one and they were both the same size. So this one's not like that. This one has two different bolts. The longer one, like I said, goes on the top there. So yeah, that is how she looks. Alright, so we're getting down to the nitty gritty. We're gonna be installing the Honda Bomb onto the side cover. Some people do it different. Some people put the oil pan first and the side cover doesn't. I guess it doesn't really matter. Me, my preference, I put the side cover on, then the oil pan. Yeah, so I'm gonna put the Honda Bomb on, then set you guys over up on the engine side over there and install the side cover. Give me a second, stay tuned guys. Alright, so I ended up taking off the little hose on the Type S pumps. This, you have a little nozzle for the oil cooler. It's best if you take that out, it'll get in your way. Because if not, then you gotta go in an angle like this rather than just straight on. Hold the phone. All right, guys. Don't forget this. I almost put the side cover on. Totally forgot to install this. Yeah. Install this. It's gonna say outside. You want the outside. Just self-explanatory. Facing the outside. So slide that in. And now let me get the side cover.
On that beat, going crazy.
Once the two bottom ones on, Now everything's lined up perfectly. You just start installing all the other 10mm bolts. That is it, the side cover's on. I'm not gonna install the crank just yet. Yeah, I'm not gonna install the crank just yet because I still need I wanna paint it. I got the 24 crank pulley there, but I'm gonna opt out to using the K20, which is a bit smaller in diameter, and supposedly that in combination with the Light and flywheel, the RPMs are gonna be jumping a lot quicker. I'm not sure, but the K20 for the most part is a faster revving, so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna put the 20 crank pulley on, and after I paint it, and what else? And oil pan, and then we should be done with this install. Give me a second. All right, so we're gonna install the tensioner cover. This tensioner cover comes with an O-ring, which eliminates the use for the Honda bond. This is the first time using this. I am not sure if this is gonna work, but I guess time will tell. If it starts leaking from there, hey, I'll just peel it back off and add the Honda bond and whatever. But yeah, so I'm gonna take this side cover off and then install the DRAG CARTEL.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
She's on. So yeah, that's the tensioner cover there, and I finished it up with the I always forget the name of that, the VTC oil filter, I think it's called, also in DRAG CARTEL. It gives the motor a nice accent. It looks really dope. I like it. So I installed finished installing the side cover. I'm gonna wait on the oil pan. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to install the oil pan. I'm gonna allow the side cover to dry fully, at least a couple hours before I start, turning it around and all that. Just for the fact that there is some oil still trickling down the oil pump girdle. So right now I'm gonna just allow the side cover to dry. Once that dries, then I'll install the oil pan off camera. All right guys, so now what we're gonna be doing the valve lash. Whenever you install new cams, you gotta do a valve lash. OEM specifications calls for, I believe, anywhere from 8 to 10 thousandths for intake, and then 11 to 13 thousandths for exhaust. Since I did upgrade the cams to DRAG CARTEL 4s, DRAG CARTEL's specifications call for 7 intake, 8 exhaust. So we're gonna be doing the valve lash, 7 in the intake, 8 in the exhaust. I'm only gonna do one intake, 1 exhaust. There's plenty of videos online on how-tos on how to do an extensive valve lashing. just look up on YouTube. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna set you guys up on a tripod, and then I'll give you a quick rundown as to what it is that I'm gonna be doing, or what I do in order to do the valve lash on this motor. So, it was freezing. Real quick, the way you're supposed to do it by OEM Honda specifications, right? You're supposed to put it on top dead center. So right now, right, you gotta do the valve lash in the firing order. The firing order is cylinder 1, cylinder 3, cylinder 4, and cylinder 2. So, and every time, so cylinder 1 is gonna be top dead center. Then you're gonna move the arrow. Right now it's here, but I gotta spin it to top dead center, right there. So the arrow's pointing up. So you would do cylinder 1, then when you adjust the valves, turn it 90 degrees to right there. Now the arrow is gonna be, come on. Now the arrow is gonna be, 90 degrees to the right. Now you do cylinder 3. Then you spin it, give me a second, guys. And you spin it another 90 degrees. The arrow's gonna be pointing down. You do cylinder 4. And then another all the way, when the arrow's all the way to the left, you finish it off with cylinder number 2. You gotta do it in the firing order. So yeah, I'm gonna do just, like I said, 1 intake, 1 exhaust. That way I could finish this install video on this head. So stay tuned. Let me set you guys up on a tripod, and then and we'll try to finish this up. Give me a second. All right, so we're gonna start off with cylinder number 1. Remember, you're gonna have the arrow pointing up for top dead center. So first piston's gonna be all the way up, and then we're just gonna come here. Loosen it up. Grab our number 7. I don't know if you can see that. Right there, number 7 feeler gauge, and then adjust the valve. So when you're trying to use a gauge or whatever to gauge how tight to put this, right? Don't ever put your hand on top and then hold it down, putting pressure down, because when you put pressure, it locks in the feeler gauge. Just keep it nice and tight. Grab it right here on the side and just touch it ever so slightly, and get the feel as you're giving it a nice spin. And once you feel that little bit of drag, give it that tight. There you go. See that? It doesn't move. But you got a bit of drag. We'll do the exhaust, and then I'll close this video out. Right here on the exhaust side, we're gonna use a number 8 feeler gauge. Yep, perfect. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end this video there. I was able to accomplish a lot in this video today. I was able to install the head, the cams, put the car in timing, put the side cover on. The oil pan, did not want to install it in this video. It's nothing too special about that. I figured I'd put the side cover on, allow the side cover to dry completely before I went and installed the oil pan. Yeah, I still got a couple more things, guys, that I gotta install, a couple goodies that I still have in the car as this video, or as this project is slowly coming to an end. Hopefully within the next couple months I'll have this car out and running, hitting the tracks, hopefully within the spring. But it's just awesome to see that, all the parts I had stacked up into this car, slowly but surely, that trunk or the hatch area is getting emptier and emptier. But yeah, with that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, comment down below, man, if you guys enjoy the video. or for whatever reason. If you guys got any questions, you know, comment down below. And until next time, remember guys, stay blessed. Peace. It's freezing.